Hello, welcome back to Fortune Cookie Oracle. Today we're going to pick from one of these fortune cookies your message for today. So take a minute and pick your cookie. I'm going to go with this one. Oh, okay. A night of creativity, innovation awaits you tonight. Okay. A night of creativity and innovation awaits you tonight. All right. That's interesting. We're going to put that right there. uh, and I'm going to pull out which zodiacs would be featured in this reading. I'm going to put half right here. The first ones that we get out, of this machine are the ones that are going to show up. You already see Gemini right there, but ones that I put through the feeder. Woo! All right. We got Pisces out. We have Capricorn out. We have Sagittarius out. We have Taurus out. We have Aries out. We have another Taurus out. All right, and that's going to be it. Come on out. These are all. All right. These are the zodiacs that would be featured in the reading today, but doesn't have to be. It's all on you. You know who's in your situation if it is, the situation is resonates with you. Okay? I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to actually dig straight on out the bag and go ahead and line them up from here. So everything is totally random. And I'm already mixed up my bag for today. I may not read all of these cards because I want to stay within the time limit and not make it the video too long because it's already, on full. Just sitting here trying to bring all these out. I think this is enough. This is probably good for. I tried to make it 40 minutes. I want like 30 minutes or something like that. I'll read. Okay, here we go. I think I'll get a couple more. Okay, I think that's good. All right. Okay, so first card out. First card out. I'm gonna put these to the side right here. They family don't like you. Whose family don't like you? You're such a sweet person. But it seems like somebody family don't F with you. Okay? Okay. All right. I ran out of space there. Okay, here we are. So we're at they family don't like you. Okay, what family doesn't like oh sweet you? You know what? I'm pretty sure that you're a very nice, awesome, grounded person. And they don't like you. So you probably already know because this is information that's no surprise to you. It's something you've probably already intuitively known. Okay? So, so we have Eeyore, and we know from Winnie the Pooh that Eeyore is that depressed friend. So and he's looking pretty sad right now. You know, he's looking back, and he's showing his ass. He's showing his ass. Probably because he doesn't have a pot to piss in, or nothing to throw it out of. Okay? So these people probably think you're an ass, or you probably think these people are an ass, or this person, or this person's family that doesn't like you. African. Okay. This is probably because this has something to do with nationality, or maybe because you're African, or somebody here is African or African American. That could be a reason. Okay. Yeah. Okay, all right. So we have little Debbie here. Your name may be Debbie, Deborah. Your name probably starts with a D. Looks like we have two different races going on. This could be just using something between two different races of a people. It could be the reason why the family does not really mess with you. Okay? So, yeah. Slut shame. Oh my gosh. So, there's been some slut shaming going on. Maybe this family tried to slut shame you, or say that you were some kind of a slut or a whore. Well, you're little Debbie. You tell them that you're not no hostess. Okay? You don't hose around, because you's a divine feminine. Okay? So that's not something divine feminines do, is hoe around. Alright? But that's the reason they're probably thinking that. Here are some places that may be significant. New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. You know, any one of these places surrounding. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I have a cat and a dog. Okay, you may have a cat and a dog, or you're just an animal lover. Okay. Hit 'em Up Style by Blue Cantrell. Okay. This gives a little bit more into what. Okay, so when she starts singing, I can't remember this. She goes, I was going on a shopping spree. She was going on a shopping spree with her friends, and maybe this is what it's giving gold digger energy. And so really high class, bougie, or are you high class? Are you bougie? Okay, so maybe the family thinks that you are just a gold digger. And you know how some families are, especially when they're hanging on to a person in the family, or could be a brother or a sister, or the mom is hanging on to the son, and that type of things that happen when they hold on tightly, and they are really trying to get them to do the things they want them to do, try to have that control over them, or that hold over them, trying to control their lives, or what they say, live vicariously through somebody. And so this is probably why the family probably feels like they don't want to mess with you, because they're probably saying you're some gold digger. But no, you are a harmonious person. You bring to this relationship a lot of harmony, and that's something that they don't like. Okay? This is an empty card, and to me, empty cards mean something. And so this is probably saying that these people believe that you can't bring anything, to the family, or there's nothing that you could possibly add. They probably think that you have nothing. And so that's what that gold digger energy is about. Not getting the offer they think they was. Somebody's not getting the offer that they think. Okay. So there's probably somebody that this family probably prefers over you, but they're not getting the offer that they thought that was theirs. Okay? So it's probably something with the family where there's somebody that they would select over you, but that person is not getting the offer. You are. Okay? Because you're juicy. You're probably a voluptuous woman. You're probably a plus size woman. You can be slim, thick. Something about you is juicy. And I have a heart over the eye, so it's a good thing. Okay? Cylinder. Okay, so a cylinder is a shape. Okay, so it definitely has something to do with your shape, your juiciness, and it's probably something that sets them off. You're probably built like a Coca-Cola bottle, and they're built like a can. Okay? And they don't like that. They don't like that at all. So, yeah. You make this person happy. That's beautiful. Okay? So, it doesn't matter what the family says. This person is really into you, and you make them happy. And I feel like, this person makes you happy too. Okay? Mixed babies. Mixed babies came out. So it probably does have something to do about color, since it came out. So you two, the possibility of having mixed children together, and the family probably does not want that. But it's your life. You choose what makes you happy and how you are to live. You can't live off of other people's opinions. And some of the times, the people who have the most opinions don't even know what's right for themselves, right? So just live your life. And it seems like some beautiful babies are on their way. Sudden revelation. I just realized I spelled that wrong. Okay? So I'll fix it. Okay? But somebody's having a revelation about this. Maybe the one that you're thinking about having a revelation that about their family, and usually they already know how their family act and how they do. And it seems like, if they're going to continue on with a relationship with you, that their opinions have no weight in their opinions, because you make them happy. They really love you. Okay? Wants to give you gifts and money. Ooh, this is probably an issue for that family, especially if it's a family full of women that uses this person for their money. That's probably why you are like you gonna cut in on that piece of pie or something like that. So that's what they don't like. They don't want this person doing this. Or sometimes too, it could be that this person has taken on some of his family as a responsibility, and they want to remain that first and be that in their lives and responsibility. And when another comes along that they are actually interested in, they think that it's going to be over for them, which in turns it probably will be, because mixed babies came out. This person is going to have a family and other priorities other than them, and they're just going to have to get up and make way some other somehow. Shower sex. Ooh, y'all out here? Bet it's good. So you guys might enjoy shower sex together. Like a prayer. Just like a prayer, your voice can take me there. Just like news to me, you are a mystery. Just like a dream. Yeah, I haven't heard that song in a long time, but love me some Madonna. But you are an answered prayer. Or, or this person is an answered prayer to you. All right? Revolving door of blessings. Oh, look at that. The heavens are opening for this relationship. And, I'm getting this scripture that says, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and receives favor from the Lord. And this is to be true, because if you're here, right? So you're definitely spiritual, right? So with your vibration being so high, and with you being in love and their being in love, it opens up a revolving door of blessings for you guys. Your energy together, you create, y'all become a powerhouse. or a actual power couple, right? And so when I think about this is a thing that a lot of men and women don't understand when they're actually with a person that God favors. That person, as long as they're happy and they are in love and being treated right, the blessings and doors of opportunity are in the show in the life of both of those people, because they are truly in love. And sometimes it's not always about having a lot of money. It could be just like when there is a need in the house, it's being fulfilled, things are happening, and opposed to you being in a relationship where there's no love and it's loveless, and there's a lot of lack and struggle. You have to struggle and fight for everything. Why? Because there's no love in it. There's no love there that's keeping it afloat. And I'm getting this example, and a long time ago I saw something with T.I. Y'all remember when T.I. left Tiny and he went to go be with like this younger girl, and of course she was beautiful, but I think that was all because he came back quick to Tiny, because I guess that it was all she had to offer was that she was beautiful, right? Well, what T.I. did not know, does not understand, that Tiny has favor over her head. Okay, so it doesn't matter if a man goes out and goes find somebody more younger or somebody more, more beautiful or something like that or whatever. Neither one of those type of girls has Tiny's favor that's over her head. And that showed up when they got a $71 million they won a lawsuit against somebody about some dolls. But he wouldn't have got that if he wasn't with Tiny, because Tiny, that's the favor she has over her head, that no matter if he goes, she can hook up with another guy, and if Tiny is in love and that other guy treats her right, that favor was set on that guy as well. And so T.I. would be a fool to let Tiny go, a woman of favor, for somebody who's low vibrational in energy. Just because they look good doesn't mean that that favor rests over their lives. Tiny favor rests over her life as long as she lives. I don't know what she did in the past life. I don't know how she lived, but I know this: she leads with unconditional love. She has done that. That's because that's who she is as a being. She's a loving being. And to me, an earth angel. And he left. But you see how fast he came back. He didn't stay gone for long, because whatever he went for didn't have favor over her head. Tiny has favor over her head. And finding a woman that has that kind of grace with God and that kind of favor with God, it is very far and few. It's not many. And men be trying to switch out women like that's an easy thing to do. And that's that's their thoughts, because to them it's always the grass is greener on the other side. No, sweetie, the grass is greener where you water it. So many beautiful things of abundance happened to them while he was with her in this relationship. That's because she has favor over her head, and not a lot of women have that. Women can go out and work and get things and stuff. That's nice, but that's a difference in somebody actually having favor. Okay? And in this relationship, there would be a lot of favor. And this relationship comes after comes after a period of being alone. So you probably had enough time for yourself to actually love yourself and to be this, abundant energy. This time in solitude that you spent, just cultivating self-love and, spiritual awareness and things about yourself. So this is going to drive, this is going to fuel, this relationship, this self-love that you have, and this love that you're going to have for each other. King of Swords. Okay. So there's a King of Swords. Okay. And a King of Swords represents an intellectual power, clear communication, and decisive action. He is a figure of reason, logic, and the ability to cut through confusion to find clarity. Okay? So even though this energy is out, I also have that this energy is also a person. But there's somebody, but it's representing two. Meaning that you have this energy where you're making a clear communication and decisive action, and that you are making reason, logic, and the ability to cut through confusion to find clarity with a person who is, a King of Swords, but you also hold this energy. Because this person, this King of Swords, has nothing to really give or nothing to really offer to you at this time. Now, the little Debbie is out. She's out again. And so I must have snatched her up. They must have been close together in proximity. But yeah, she's out. So this is definitely because it's landing on here, it's definitely your ex. This ex belongs to you. And you are a threat. You are a threat to this person somehow, because if you think about it, you found love. All these wonderful things are happening to you. Abundance, while I talked about favor, that sits over your head, and you're going to attract in this energy both light and darkness. There will be people who come that love your energy, to embrace your energy, and there will be people who also come to, snuff that energy out, or just to see what you have going, just so they can come and cipher off that energy to get what they are going to get. Entertainment industry, you're probably in the entertainment industry somehow, or this person is probably in the entertainment industry somehow. Okay? And whatever it is, you've been working hard. You are a hard worker if this is you in this industry. And you've transformed. And you've really mastered some things or whatever in this industry. Whatever it is, it's totally working for you. Okay? Every time I close my eyes, every time I close my eyes, I think of you. This is Babyface. Yeah. So this is probably this past person. Every time I close my eyes, I think of you. Okay? All right. Yeah. See? Clingy past exes. So it's exes with an S. So it's probably a couple of them out there that are sitting there lying in wait because of you're in this very favorable, energy. Okay. 1980s. Something significant about the 1980s. You could have been born in the 1980s. Okay. You born in the 1900s, as the kids are saying. You're born in the 1900s. Makes you feel real old when they say stuff like that or whatever. But yeah. And so, side piece. This is probably somebody that, now that you're doing well or whatever, wants to be your side piece. Or they want you to be their side piece. Or this person has side pieces and something like that. Or what have you. You're not like the other girls / men. You're not like the other girls or men. This person knows that you're not like others. So you're very different. You're very unique. Remember I said about the having a favor over your head. This person or these people know that you have favor over your head. Divine favor. Do you see that? Do you see that? They see that. They see that you have divine favor over your head, and and everybody sees it. 5. Okay. You might have a life path number 5, or may be significant, and balls. Yeah, there's a lot of balls out here. But you are infatuated with your puppy love. You're in puppy love with somebody else. And so you're not interested in all these balls out here. Okay. What is this? Number 5. Okay. Number 5 represents change, freedom, adventure, and adaptability. Yeah, so, and you've embraced all of that. You're embracing your freedom, you're being adventurous, and you're being very adaptable. You adapted whatever in the past, or whatever thing that you overcame in the past, you have adapted and overcame, and now you're in this place of love, a puppy love, and you're embracing that. 5 influence are often energetic, curious, and adaptable, with a strong desire for new experiences and freedom. They are known for their communication skills and can be charismatic and sociable. So at this time, you're being very charismatic and sociable. Okay, and you're really flexing your communication skills. Probably this has something to do with this in entertainment industry thing, which makes sense that that's your career or whatever you're doing at this time. This is the 2 of Swords, and this indicates, it represents difficult decisions, indecisions, and balancing opposing ideas. Okay? So yes. So you're going to make the choice, at this time to make a balanced choice that's going to be best for your well-being and your good. Okay? And you're out here planning and making plans for your future. Yeah, you're actively doing this now. And so by you being active and moving forward, this is helping you to manifest. You're moving in good energy, and that's great. Consequences and repercussions. And whoever that you left in the past, and which is that past King of Swords energy, they're receiving the consequences and repercussions of sleeping on you. When I see a seahorse, it makes me think of pregnancy. Okay? And so you may be pregnant, or it doesn't always have to be a baby. Sometimes, and it's cute, you're pregnant and there's that cat. You and that cat are pregnant. And so, but it can also mean that you're pregnant with ideas. You're pregnant with opportunities and things that come along, whatever that you, prayed for in the spiritual, it's made its way manifest into the physical. And look, you guys, you're equals. You found each other. And it's going to be an equal give and take between both of you. And it's going to be a healthy relationship that you found. See, it's a plus. It's a positive relationship that you have found. Okay, so that's amazing. This is turning into a great read. A rectangle. Okay, when I see this rectangle, I'm looking at the color purple, and so the color purple reminds me of the crown chakra, as in you've been crowned. But it makes me think of a table. And so that your table is set before you, and it's ready. It's being prepared. Okay? 61. 62. Let me get what these numbers mean. 61 and 62. Okay. 61. 61 is about accumulating wisdom and introspection and a desire for open communication. It suggests an interest in learning family, health, and spiritual or scientific philosophies. So it's a willingness to engage with the world and preferring to explore and learn rather than confront. Yeah, that spirituality that, instead of confronting everything, now we're more just out here exploring. Now we're looking down at everything from an observer's point of view. Exactly. And we're not really, because one of the things that make us lightweight, because we're supposed to be becoming light, right? So light in every sense of the word, that you take off that heavy load, you take off those burdens. At this time, you're becoming light, and Even though we are spiritual beings having a human experience, we are now just, observing, everything that's going on around us, instead of just taking everything as an attack, or really just immersing ourselves in this reality. We're becoming light. Number 62, what does that mean? Okay. It is it's harmonious partnership built on love, intuition, and strong foundation. See, look at that. And it lands right on top of the table. The table is something very sturdy, and it is full. Okay. It's a little picture cutout that I have, and this is a gingerbread guy. Looks like he's soaking in some hot chocolate or something in a jacuzzi. So this is your little sugar daddy. And, he's sweet. And he wants to invite you in his little jacuzzi. Look like on a little vacay. Look at him. He's all chill and laid back. Sounds amazing. Must be nice. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. And in this situation, and I felt like that's probably something you haven't done in the past, was listen to your body or listen to yourself. And you are this time, and you being in this relationship, you're going to pay a lot of attention to how you feel. And this person is going to pay attention to how, you feel. And this person may, through learn more about you than you know about yourself. Which is be sweet, meaning that you are into each other. And it will be equal balance. It's not like, you're going to be in one of those relationships where it's one-sided, where only one person's needs are being attended to while yours are being neglected. Okay? I'll never forget how important you made me feel. I never forget how important you made me feel. This sounds like it could be this new lover. They like that. They like how important you make them feel. And this could be a past person that will never forget how important you made them feel. Okay? So that goes back to, we're talking about feelings. Listen to your body. And it's talking about feelings. So that's going to be highlighted in this new relationship, right? Your feelings are going to be acknowledged. And it's going to be awesome. Okay? There's a cousin. That's a sugar baby. A panda. Pandas are exotic, rare animals. Snake. Okay. There's a cousin who's a sugar baby, who is probably exotic or exotic looking or whatever, who's a snake. Okay. And coming out right here, doppelganger. So she copies you in some kind of way, or she tries to act like she's your equal or something like that, or a bad version of you, who is watching you succeed. This person has been watching you succeed. Okay? And of course she knows that you're succeeding because she's your doppelganger. She wants to be you. Okay? Masculine's lover is setting him up. masculine's lover is setting him up. Okay, so masculine's lover is setting him up. So maybe there's a person's that's it doesn't say divine masculine, it just says masculine. So it could be this past person, the clingy ex, his lover is setting them up. 5. Okay, so, and I think we did 5 before, but it came out again. It represents change, freedom, adventure, and adaptability, and the strong desire for new experiences and freedom. That's what this person wants in their relationship. So that's why they're probably still chasing you, because they want that. They see that freedom. They see the new experiences and things that are coming your way. But their lover is setting them up, because this comes out. You need you. You are choosing you. You are deciding to choose you, and you are not, you see all this mess going on in the background and all this setting up and stuff. This person has karma to deal with. And you ain't got time to be attached to all that. They got to deal with the mess they made and the monsters they made. I always say that too. That's a saying of mine. You will deal with the monsters you create. People think it'd be cute going out here getting all these women, and these women act like pit bulls and they're evil to everybody around them. But I have seen this. I've always seen this. Men think it's cute. They marry this woman and she's a whole pit bull, and she's just angry and biting off everybody's head. But when things go wrong in their relationship, because they think it's cute for a time, but then when things go wrong in their relationship, now that same pit bull that you was sicking on everybody else is chewing on you. And you can't take it. You can't stand it. You don't like it. So I always say you need to be careful in this world, of the monsters you create. You think all that stuff is cute. And soon it's going to turn around and turn on you. And you're going to have to fight that whole monster that you've been building on all those years. They are losing them how they got them. And so, this person, I'm getting this cousin energy or whatever. They are losing them how they got them. Or this ex. Okay. I guess I'm going to end it right here. Let me see. This is the last one is okay. Let me do this in, why is this? Okay. Okay, look, and so because this was last, I wasn't going to pull it out, but since it was sitting on top, and I was like, let me go see what this 7 of diamonds is. And so I pulled out the 7 of diamonds, and diamonds may be significant. The name diamond may be significant. And it says a sign of gossip, slander, or rumors. It can indicate that someone is talking about you or your affairs, suggesting a need to be continuous and observant. The card also relates to discernment, knowing, or discernment. It can symbolize a test or a reminder to move forward towards fulfillment, or to potentially go back to a previous, more tumultuous phase. See? Look at that. And you're not going to do that because you're doing great things. Who wants to go back to all that drama? Let me tell you something. Ain't no love in the world. You have to, this life that we're living, it is about self-love. And the more self-love that you pour into yourself and make the right decisions, the more, you know, you are becoming. The more you keep moving back into a phase where it puts you in a lack of self-love, you're not becoming the best version of yourself. So I'm going to end everything. I'm going to throw this back out there. This was from the cookie. It says, a night of creativity and innovation awaits you tonight. And I know that that's a message for me to make more videos. So to get busy and be creative. So it may apply to you too. So thanks for stopping by and come and see me again.